What's up, you guys? I'm back. I'm back again with another review. Tonight we will be reviewing Love After Lockup. The title of this episode is Freak in the Sheets, okay? Freaky, 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 freaky. Y'all gonna see who they talking about with the title of this here episode, okay? So let's hop right all up in it, okay? We start off, we see Doug and Rachel. So Rachel is packing. She's getting ready for Doug because Doug is getting out tomorrow, okay? It's lit. You know my sister's ready to see Doug. She ain't seen Doug in 4 months. They've been married 4 months. She hasn't seen Doug, okay? She done sent Doug's son off with her mom because they want to get it popping. Rachel said, y'all already know what's about to go down. Doug about to get out and these cheeks is about to get clapped. Rachel explains to us that Doug has been locked up since he's been 17 years old, on and off. That's a long time because I think Doug is like in his late 20s and he's never really been able to keep himself out of jail. So Doug's ready to get it popping. We get a phone call from Doug. He calls Rachel and he's basically like, yeah, baby, you know I can't wait to get out. Woo, woo, woo. Right? So Rachel explains to him, like, you will only be available from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, to really do what you want to do. On the weekends, you need to be home. This is what your PO wants. And he's like, oh, no, I need a new PO. I'm going to fire her. Talk to the manager. Woo, woo, woo. So Rachel's like, you need to calm down. You need to follow the rules. Doug's like, yeah, all right. No, Doug, like, you really need to try to follow the rules. Like, we try and keep you out of jail so I can keep watching this show and be entertained. We don't need you going back in there, Doug. Okay? So then we switch over. It's 3:45 in the morning. Yeah? We switch over to Brittany and Ray. Okay? Ray is getting out today. Woo woo. You know Brittany hype. Brittany is packing. She's getting ready. She's ready to see her man. Mama, I got a man. Okay? Brittany wants to talk to him all the time. That's what Brittany said. She said, I got him a phone. We got the same password. Yeah, I thought that was cute. No, it's not cute. Why would you need to know his password? Brittany, you showing me signs that I didn't want to see, but I kind of already knew was there, Brittany. You're insecure. Why, honey, sweet peaches? You are a beautiful girl. You have nothing to be insecure about. Oh, you could just tell. She's like, I need him to talk to me all the time. Baby, he's got to go to work. He can't talk to you all the time. That's why you wanted a jailbird? Because they don't have nothing but time on their hands to talk? You need to get yourself together, Brittany. Brittany is going to meet his parents. And she pulls up to their home. And she's like, Ray told me that he's from the hood. He had to get it out the mud. Was too deep off in them trenches. Okay? And she's expecting the family house to really be in the hood. Like, run down a little bit maybe even. And not what it was. Because she pulled up and the house was nice as it was real nice. I would buy that house. That house was nice as I don't know what. Nice trim lawn. I was like, oh, baby, he a capper. So that's the first lie. Cap number 1, child. She says, I'm 33 and my eggs is dusty and crusty. So I'm going to need him to go on ahead, bust off. So I'm ready to go. So now we see Dante and Nicole. Nicole hit the jackpot, baby. She says, I have $1,000 in my bra right now. Yeah, Nicole, we know. So she reaches in the back seat and opens up some gifts that Dante got her. A Victoria's Secret watch was in there. Dante says that money ain't no object, baby. Dante, please show. How much you make? 20-something an hour? I think money might be an object. I think you might need to budget a little. Don't be out here just spending all willy-nilly. We see the lingerie that Dante bought. And Nicole says, "What you want me to do with that?" Nicole ain't giving up no cheeks. You better believe it. Nicole says, "I have anxiety about sex. I've been in jail for 4 years and I don't want to be touched all over." Nicole, if you don't want the man, just let the man know. It is not that serious. He's still going to buy you gifts, I'm sure. He's pleased by even the presence of you. You can boo boo on his chest. He'll be fine, child. He'll love it. He ain't got to touch you. He's obsessed with the smell of you. Just let him sniff it. He'll be happy. Dante better pull out the little pelvis, little Nicole, good old plastic pelvis, and keep on jacking it, because that's the only thing he gonna be getting. It won't be no cheeks clapping, according to Nicole. Dante is not the brightest light bulb in the pack. I'm starting to notice that about him. He doesn't seem like someone who can be a good judge of character. He doesn't seem like that. I'm scared for him and the rest of his life. It doesn't seem like he learns from his mistakes, because this is his second time dealing with a jailbird snow bunny. So, I don't know. But all I do know is Nicole is saying no touching. Don't touch her because she don't like it. She has anxiety. God damn. It's been 4 years. Most women would want the pipe, but not Nicole, because God only knows, all right? Then we switch over to Josh and Courtney. Josh got the gush gush last night. Him and Courtney are smiling and gazing into each other's eyes. Hee hee hee, hoo hoo hoo. And Josh says that Courtney's a freak. Freak you talking about? Freak in the sheets. Yeah, y'all got it. Title of the episode. They talking about good old Court. And I kind of knew, because the weird girls, the real quirky girls, them be the freaks. Ask me how I know. I don't know. Moving along. Courtney says that Josh is her soulmate. So then we see Courtney and Josh in the kitchen, okay? So this is the morning after, or day after, I don't know. And she's cooking. She's cooking steak. And she asks him, "How do you like your steak?" And Josh says, "Well done." Courtney says, "It's over. We're done." I thought that was funny. I like my steak well done, too. I don't like bleedy steak. That's nasty. I don't want to cut it and, listen, I'm with you, Josh. Well done. She's like, "You might as well eat a rock." Whatever. I want it cooked. Otherwise, I just go buy the cow. They seem like a sweet couple. They're eating dinner together on this long table. It looked like they were miles apart. And he's like, "Oh, this is good." "I know it is, Josh. It seemed like a good meal." Any meal out of jail is probably good. So then Josh and Courtney begin to talk about Josh began to tell Courtney that he's grateful for the sacrifices that she made, as far as like losing her job to be with him. And Courtney gets emotional. She's like, "I was a really good correction officer and I really enjoyed my job." And she gets emotional, and in that moment I felt bad for her, and I really saw that she really cares about this man, and I'm hoping that he cares for her as well. I hope Courtney and Josh do stay together. They seem like a nice couple. I hope that Josh is being sincere about how he feels about Courtney, because it's obvious that she feels a way about him. I mean, she gave up her job, and that's a good job too, with benefits, child. Courtney expressed that she was taken advantage of as a child at about 5 years old, and continues to get emotional. And she says that her and Josh can relate on a number of things in their past traumas. Josh, he seems thankful that Courtney is just making the sacrifices that she has made in this relationship, and he's aware of everything that she's put at risk and jeopardized in order to be with him. It was really sweet. Courtney just needs to see that Josh is as invested in the relationship as she is. So this couple has hope from me. I hope they stay together. I like them as a couple. Moving along, we see Rachel and Doug. Doug is finally getting out. And Rachel says, "I'm finally getting laid. Rachel said it's about that time. Rachel said that Doug told her to dress conservative with no undergarments. Hello. You know what? I thought that was kind of cute, though. I was like, oh, that's different. Because most dudes want you to come show up in a tight dress. Do. But you know what? He seems controlling, so he probably just didn't want other guys looking at her in general. That's why he said dress conservative. But that's neither here nor there, because he's not my man. He's Rachel's. Now, Rachel is second guessing on the way to pick up Doug. She's like, I don't really know him. I must be going with my heart because my brain would be like, no, Rachel, you here now. You done made it this far. You raising his son. Let's go. Let's go pick him up. Ain't nobody got time for that. So Rachel's parked. She's waiting on Doug. And an officer approaches her window. And, of course, we go to the commercial because they got to be dramatic. So then we come back and the officer's like, yeah, we'll have him out in about 5 minutes. So, okay, Rachel get out with her church lady skirt and she ready to go, right? She's standing outside rubbing her hands together. The anticipation is building. Doug comes out. What? Doug comes out and he runs to Rachel. Doug is nice and tall. Yes, I like that. Doug is nice and tall. He's giving bad boy. He's giving tattoos everywhere. He's giving attractive male, though. He's a good-looking guy. And they look good together. They're cute. I like it. I like it. I like what it's giving. Doug said that ever since he was 12 years old, he's been getting in and out of trouble nonstop. He comes from a big family, and he just had to steal and make ends meet the best way he could because his parents didn't have it. Doug is actually very well spoken. I was surprised because the way he be hooping and hollering on the phone with Rachel, I thought he was a maniac, y'all. He came out, he was very nice, very well spoken. I was like, okay, Doug. Now this could be an act, but this is our first time seeing you, so we will wait and see what you about. Rachel pulls out this big A baloney from her truck. Where did she even get? I'm so tired of seeing that big hunk of meat. That thing looked disgusting. It looked sweaty. It looked like it'll come out your pores. And Doug eats it like it's caviar. He gonna cut a piece off the edge with a debit card. Oh my God, it's so unsanitary. I was just like, what is this, honey? I don't like this. This is gross. Moving along, we see Stan the Man with Lisa. I've been waiting on you, Stan the Man. Hey, what you doing? Okay, so Stan has a handful of wigs as he goes to the door. His friend is knocking on the door. Boom, boom, boom. He comes. Yeah, I got the heads in my hand. What's good? Child. The friend is looking at him like he's crazy. We all are, friend. I don't know your name, but Stan is crazy. So they sit down, Lisa calls, and Lisa's like, yeah, I'm just sitting here reading the Bible. Ciao, bye. Lisa, you ain't got a cat for us, baby. Stan is happy he doesn't have to bail her brother out. So he asked about her brother. He's like, yeah, how your brother doing? In all hopes that he ain't got to pay for it, child. And she's like, he's doing okay. You know, he just needs to sit in jail. You know, Stan was like, yes. Thank you, Jesus. I ain't got to pay for him because I'm trying to clap his sister's cheek. So I ain't got to pay for him. So I'm happy. So they're talking on the phone. Lisa's like, I don't know what name I should go by. And Stan's friend's ear perk up like, what are you talking about? What name you should go by? And Lisa says, you know, I'm married to 2 guys. So I really don't know. How are you married to 2 guys? You're sounding scammy, Lisa. Dang. Anyway, Stan gets off the phone with her and he explains to his friend that she was married before and she doesn't know if she got a divorce from the first guy, so she married someone else and now she's with Stan the Man. Stan, that's messy. You ain't too old to be dealing with all that mess and drama. Stan the Man, do better. The friend says, well, what if the husband gets with Lisa and decides that they both gonna scam you, because why not? You know what I'm saying? They could be plotting up against you. Stan's like, Well, she's already in prison, so how many people could she scam? A lot, Stan. That's what they do. That's what this is. You don't know. You don't watch this show, huh, Stan? Stan the man, you about to get scammed. Ugh, what is going on? Stan is delusional. Oh, Stan says that his friend sees a lot of red flags, but he don't see any. Okay, Stan, sure you don't. I don't know what. Never mind. I'll keep that to myself. And Stan says, without any risk, there's no reward. Now, I like that quote, but you're using it in the wrong area of your life. You're not about to risk your money and your love life and heartbreak. Now, I risk it all on something else, but not dating a jailbird. Then we see Doug, and he's trying to take a selfie while Rachel is driving. Rachel's trying to drive, keep the car on the road, and Doug is like, say cheese. Like, Doug, we gonna come to a complete stop and we can take a picture. It's okay. Like, you got time. We don't need to rush. Doug says that he's horrible with technology. And when he went in, he had a phone, but he thought he was having a private conversation with someone, his friend, on the phone. And the people around him was like, oh, so you got an STD? Huh? No, we're not just going to run over that. We're not, hold on. You had an STD. All right, Doug. Okay. So what was you writing on Facebook? Because how would everybody else know? Doug, ain't no way you that confused. You not that old, Doug. Well, he been in there since he was 17 years old. I don't know. Then we see Brittany and Ray. Brittany was standing outside looking at that beautiful home that Ray's family lives in with his cap and self. And the family opens the door. Mom opens the door. She looks nice. Dad looks nice. Okay, two-parent home. What is he talking about? Came out the trenches. Anyway, two-family home. Grandma there and everybody. They in a multi-family. This is a home, baby. You could come here and be. These dudes trim me out. I had to get it out the mud. Brittany brought the family matching T-shirts that say "Welcome home, Ray." I thought that was cute. They all put it on. Mom, Dad, Grandma, everybody put on their shirt. It was cute. Brittany, she really got a cool point from me, but I ain't in his family. But if I was, she would have got a cool point for bringing me a shirt. And she meets Ray's grandma, who seemed nice, seemed cool. Brittany says that grandma is very overprotective of her son and that they are very close. Okay, keep that in mind. They all are ready to go. Everybody got on their T-shirts. And Ray's dad said he wants to drive. I found that weird. You want to drive? Why you don't drive your car then? We could drive your car. This is my rental car. How you want to drive my car? But then again, I don't know. I don't know. So, but whatever. You could drive your car. I don't know. That was just weird to me, but I'm not on the show and I ain't got to deal with it. So they all in the car talking, woo, woo, woo. And Brittany says that she had planned to do all these things when Ray got out if it was just her. I mean, she was going to get freaky, going to stop by the hotel, woo, 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 do what they need to do, go get something to eat. You know, the usual, I just got out of jail. But, of course, Grandma and Mom and Dad are there, so it won't be none of that. And Grandma said that, how long you been knowing my grandson? And Brittany's like, oh, about 9 months. Grandma like, oh, so you don't know him. You're aware of him. I said, oh, child, catch the shade. Grandma. Now, you ain't have to say she's aware of him. Grandma cutting up already. Then they show Grandma talking about herself. Grandma was like, I'm just side-eyeing you because you all put together and whatnot. Why you couldn't find a man on the outside? Why you want my grandson? Grandma, we wondering the same thing, but don't ruin the show, okay? This is a show. We need to be entertained, Grandma. Brittany looks crazy, and she's insecure. And I like Brittany, but she's looking crazy. She's looking insecure. Because just like Grandma said, why you can't get no man in the free world? Why you looking in jailbirds websites? Jailbird websites. Come on. We could do better than that, Brittany. Come on, Brittany. So the van pulls up as Brittany, the mom, the dad, the grandma are all standing on like a gas station, standing at a gas station waiting for Ray to pull up in his van. So the van pulls up, right? Ray gets out. He just get out. He just step out the van. Woo, woo, woo. Looked like he had a paper in his hand and he needed to go in somewhere. Brittany's like, oh, he didn't acknowledge me when he first stepped out the van. Baby, give him time. Brittany's insecure. I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry. But I didn't do it. I didn't do it. This is what I'm observing. This is a review. So he didn't acknowledge her. That's what she said. I felt like he just got out the van and maybe had to talk to somebody. I don't know. And she said she didn't like that he didn't acknowledge her. What? We go to a commercial because we need one. We come back. We see good old Dante and Nicole. Dante takes the cash out of Nicole's bra because Nicole's like, oh, I'm going to put on my new clothes because she got a lot of them. And she's like, here, hold my money. Takes it out her bra and says, hold it, but you got to give it back. And Dante sniffs the money. Yeah, that's the closest thing you're going to get to boob sweat because Nicole's not giving you not a thing of them cheeks, not an inch of it. So smell on, Dante, because you won't be getting your precious... Let me stop. But he won't, though. Nicole tells Dante that she might stay with her mom tonight because she just misses her mom. And you can see the disappointment all over Dante's face. He's like, well, I mean, I gotta be patient. It is the first night. Oh my God. Nicole says, we can't even hug because that'll give me anxiety. Nicole, if you don't stop playing these games, you can't hug the boy. You put your lips on him, you can kiss him. Just no other physical touch, huh? Bye, Nicole. Okay, so they pull up at Nicole's mom's house, which is where she's going, right? And I guess Dante asks, did she want him to bring the stuff in? And Nicole's like, no, I don't want you to meet my mom. Not right now. I want it to be special. Dante, you're never going to meet her mom. It's obvious to everyone with eyes what's going on here. What's going on here? Dante, you're being used and abused, Dante. But you like it, so we love it. Nicole has on a pink sweatshirt. She got a Van box. Probably got the Vans on her feet because I seen her pulling them out. A Jordan box. She looked flea. She don't look like she just got out of jail. She looked like she hit the jackpot. Well, as the saying goes, you see a sucker, you might as well lick it. And Nicole is seeing a sucker and she licking it. Might as well, child. Her mom comes to the door. And Nicole says that her mom moved from Indiana to Virginia when she got locked up in Virginia to be closer to her. I thought that was sweet. And her mom was so happy to see her. Mom has pink hair, pretty cool and different. Yeah, and then they show Dante again. He's delusional, living in his delusion. And he says that Nicole is the best decision of his life. Wow. Then you must not have that many decisions to make. Because if Nicole's the best decision of your life, it's a sad, sad case, child. Right after he says that Nicole is the best decision of his life, we see her freshly showered with a robe on, texting someone saying, I'm out, babe. And that person replies, wow, for real? I'm trying to see you. So we know it's not Dante that she's texting. Because Dante already knew she was out. The bozo was there waiting. Anyway, so whoever that is, that's her real man. She just using Dante for the Vans, the pink, the $1,000. She hit the jackpot. I'm not mad at Nicole. Nicole's my friend now. Moving along, we see Stan and Lisa. Stan is picking up Lisa, and the last time he saw her was 18 months ago. So he's like, I haven't seen her. She keeps saying she looked like a boy. What is going on? Because I'm not trying to be, with nothing that don't look like I want it to look. So he got the heads in the back seat, the wig heads with the wig on it. Yeah, he said she gonna have to put this on so I can get to clapping. Because she not about to be ruining my vibe with a bald head. Stan said he ain't got time for that. Put his wig on. I got 3 of them in the back seat. And they had the seatbelt on him. He loved them wigs. I don't know what the obsession with hair is in Stan, but his toupee is herring, and so is them wigs in the back seat. I guess he says, shoot, I have on the toupee. You can put on these wigs, child. We can play like we both is who we is. Put it on. At least I might not even like wigs. Anyway, Stan pulls up to the jail. You could tell he hasn't visited her for whatever reason. I don't know. It might be COVID. But he's like, oh, this is the jail? Oh. So he gets outside and he starts aerobicizing and trying to stay cool. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. And he's exercising and gotta stay cool, right? And Stan says, Lisa's hot, spicy, and sexy. I was like, right at that moment, I wanted like a chicken sandwich or something, or a burrito or something. He's describing her like she's something at Taco Bell. But okay, Stan. I hope she come out looking hit. I hope she come out head shaving ball, baby. Some sweats. I hope, cause Stan getting on my nerves. Stan the man. Stan says, well, I would hope if they're gonna keep her, they would call me. Stan, who are you? You're not her husband. Why would they call you? Them people don't care. She ain't getting out. You better reach out to them. The delusion of it all. And anyway, that's where the episode ends. Stan is standing outside waiting on his dear Lisa. I hope she come out looking like Sinead O'Connor. I hope she come out. Well, Sinead O'Connor's pretty, but I hope her head is bald. For real. So, you guys, that ends the review. If you like this review, go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and comment what you thought of tonight's episode. Child, who is y'all favorite couple? It was a lot of getting out of jail on this episode. Everybody was coming on home to their so-called spouse. Who do y'all think will make it thus far? Who do y'all think might be okay? I say Courtney and Josh. Everybody else, ciao, bye. Don't forget to subscribe before you head out. And I will see you on my next video. Ta-ta.